Good evening, and welcome to this 1-minute special, not an hour, of The Decision. I'm here today with Maucus Valentine. Maucus, how are you?
I'm doing good today, thank you.
Tonight, we're here at Children's Home. I don't know which Children's Home, who really cares, but he's going to tell us where he's going to go to school this fall. And if I understand correctly, it came down between Andrews University, Oakwood University, and Union College.
That's correct.
Maucus, why don't you tell us real quick what you liked about all three of the schools?
Well, I'll start with Andrews University since you mentioned it first. And Andrews University has its definite benefits because, well, for starters, my big sister, she goes there. She's taking the architecture program. And then, well, my interests are more along the lines of theology and aviation. And Andrews has a great program for aviation, and then a postgraduate program that's really good for theology, which would be their seminary. And so Andrews would definitely be a good choice. Then we're moving on to Oakwood University. Oakwood University is in Huntsville, Alabama. And so in Huntsville, Alabama, we have this school where my aunt and uncle live. And so they live right in that area. And so even though I'd be leaving my home, I'd be still around family. And so it'd be like a step in independence, but I'd still have people who I can rely on. And then I have my cousins that go there, about 5 or so, and many more friends who are in the area. And so it'd be a great opportunity to go to Oakwood University. And finally, we have Union College. Union College, we're right here in Lincoln, Nebraska, and, well, that's where I live. And, well, I've come to call many places home, but Union College is, well, Lincoln, Nebraska is my current home. Union College is definitely the most convenient place to go. I have friends that go here. I have different opportunities. And, well, I've already been seen as a face for Union College in the video that we've made with Mr. Ryan Teller and David Smith. And so, Union College, great opportunities, Friday Night Live, different things like that. It's a great choice.
That's okay. So, how did you make your decision?
Well, I had to really, it took me a while to make this decision, actually. I had to just talk to my parents, my friends, my family, everything. And it really came down to my parents telling me, Maucus, you have to do what's best for you. And you have to also keep in mind your family, your future, and, well, future family as well. And so, I made my decision off of a number of reasons.
So when did you finally decide?
This morning, actually. After having talked to my mother and father, we talked and we finally decided that, well, I finally decided what school I'd be attending this fall.
Yeah. So I assume that people are all watching this to find out where you're going, correct?
Probably.
Oh, okay. So Maucus Valentine, what did you think about what happened in South Beach?
Oh, you mean like the Miami Heat?
No. The oil spill? Anyway, so we're all here, and, it's come time for the decision. I think we've said the decision enough. So, Maucus, why don't you just go ahead and tell us, where are you going to go this fall?
Okay. Well, I definitely wanted to clear one thing up. It was all about the money.
Yes. Oh, makes sense to me.
This fall, this is hard. This fall, I've decided to take my talents to Huntsville, Alabama.
And there you have it, folks. Maucus Valentine will be going to Oakwood University. And I'm sure you're going to be getting a lovely letter from Dr. Smith.
Well, unfortunately, but I can't get involved in that. Well, if they have problems, they'll have to sort that out themselves, but I have to do what's best for me, because after all, it is my future, and I'm the only one that has to look at that decision.
And it's all about the money, folks.
All about the money.
So, right before, go out, I'm just curious, Reese Valentine goes to Union College. You weren't really, that didn't have anything to do with it?
Who is Reese?
Well, I mean, if you're into, Midwestern celebrities, it just seems like...
Celebrity? When has he had his 1-minute long special called The Decision?
Well, I'm sure if he had thought about it, or, now that he has thought about it...
Well, he did.
He might do something like this. It's funny that, you decided to go to Oakwood University because someone else, made a big move, and I think they even had a decision where they, they moved from kind of like the Midwest down south, and it's funny because it's on the tip of my tongue, and I know as soon as this is probably over, I'll probably remember, but,
Beats
you know.
me. He obviously was copying me, of course.
Yeah. By the way, nice shirt.
No, thank you.
And, well, I guess that kind of covers it all, Thank you for tuning in for this, 1 minute. I'm sure that actually it took about a minute to only say what he had to say, but, of course we had to talk longer than that. So,
It's just
thank you for tuning in, and have a pleasant evening.
Thank you.